going on, world? It's your boy Boom back at it again for Thisis50, man. We got the wonderful, special guest today. The beautiful, the talented, the awesome Queen of Atlanta, not Queen of the South, Queen of Atlanta. We got LightskinKeisha in the building. So
period.
And so, like I said, man, you know, obviously you just dropped Clones. And then,
yes.
But what people are really talking about recently is your reoccurring role on Power Book 2.
Yes.
So, first thing we got to ask, man, is how does it feel watching yourself on TV?
I be like cringing, like, oh my God, that's me. What the fuck? Like, I be like, what? Like, I'm acting now. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, but I mean, the opportunity is just always like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just so thankful and just like, you know, blessed. And I just feel like overwhelmed with enjoyment and just excitement to see my career take a different turn. But it's like, it's crazy. Like, the turn that it just took is just like amazing. And it's always been a dream of mine to be acting. So the fact that this is like my first real acting debut, like, I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm on Power. Like, oh my God, this is crazy.
No doubt. Now, you know, I want you to know that you're going to have a whole lot of high school kids or just kids in school in general sitting there talking about, do it look like I need a tutor?
Okay, period. Because don't be trying. Because I'm smart. So don't, period. And can I cuss on here or no?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. There we go. Period.
No doubt.
No, I'm just kidding.
So how does it feel like, I mean, just knowing that, I mean, obviously seeing yourself on TV was obviously amazing, but how does it feel knowing that, you know, that you're going to be reoccurring now? Because obviously when you first started, you went in there with no idea what's going to happen. You were obviously being yourself, and everybody could tell, like everybody that's a fan of LightskinKeisha can know that you were literally being yourself the whole time.
Yeah.
How does it feel having this recurring role?
Oh, it feels amazing because I didn't even audition for this role. So, you know, when they first told me about this was last year around, it might have been late September or October, something like that. But basically it was around the same time last year when we first heard about it, and they was like, okay, they want you on Power for the spinoff. And I'm like, the spinoff, they're like Ghost and da. So I'm like, I don't believe y'all. Like, I don't believe y'all. So I'm not believing it. So then we just kept getting emails and whatever. And my agent, he kept hitting me up and he like, no, this is serious. Like, we got to get your schedule. They got to get your travel, da. So usually anywhere I go, I always travel with my 2 security guards and my agent, da. If I'm going out of town. So they're like, no, you can't have nobody with you. So I'm like, who the fuck trying to kidnap me? Because what, like, I'm like, somebody trying to kidnap me? Like, what the fuck, you know? And then they like, man, no, like, but you just can't have nobody come with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to be by yourself. So I'm like, all right, well, listen, I'm 5'8", thick like a milkshake. If somebody swing on me, I'm swinging back. I'm going to go out with a fight. I'm not going out without a fight. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So I realized that it started getting serious when they're like, okay, they send in the cars to come pick me up. They booked in the flights. Then I get there, they take me to the production studio, and then we actually go into the wardrobe and they get my wardrobe again. So I'm like, wait a minute, this is real. And as I'm walking in the building, I'm seeing the signs. It's like Power this way, Ghost this way. Like, and I'm like, oh, this is real. Like, this is crazy. And the whole time I had been also kind of like talking to Michael, because I had been to Michael from like a couple of years ago. I had met him in the studio face to face. And I hit him and I'm like, I'm so nervous. And he's like, no, like literally just be yourself because this is what the character is. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he's like, you ain't got to be nervous and da. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like this is crazy. And I just get in there and I just start killing it. And it was just like, it's crazy because even like the directors and some of the people like a part of the cast and crew and just everybody in the production, like everybody, they're like, you're doing an amazing job. Like, what do you do? Like, even the people that didn't know what I do, I'm like, I'm a rapper. And they like, oh, like, you're a natural. Like, you're killing your role. Like, da. So I'm like, what the hell? And then I continued to come back. So, yes, I mean, I been knew that I was recurring. You know what I'm saying? But we kept it on the hush for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And, yeah, like, I was just like, wow. Like, it was crazy because I'm just like, I was sitting on this for about a year, almost a year. So, when it came out, I knew that it was going to come out and I'm like, oh snap. Like I'm getting I was getting nervous. Like the episode that I aired in, oh, I was so nervous. Like my friends was like, you better post. And I'm like, I don't even know if I want to post. They're like, man, you better post that shit. Like, and I'm like, oh my God, like I'm so nervous. And then next thing you know, like everybody just started going crazy. They're like, oh, LightskinKeisha, you were on Power. Like, oh, she on Ghost. You just took it to a whole nother level. And I'm like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's lit. And I'm just so thankful for the opportunity, because the opportunity is like huge. And the fact that I didn't have to audition for this is like crazy, but it definitely has made me be hungry, like be hungrier for more like roles like this, like, or you know what I'm saying, to do more acting, because this is one of my dreams. I've always wanted to be an actress.
That's
So,
what I was gonna ask, if you always wanted to be an actress, because I mean, obviously
yes.
saying yourself was so natural, and like, were you sitting there thinking about like your old self, like when you were little and you were like, man, I always wished I would be on TV, and then you'd be like, I'm here, like dreams.
Yeah. Yeah, like you think and it's crazy because like even when I was younger, you know, like my family, they always used to say like, they'll just joke around and be like, oh, the superstar. And of course, like, you know, growing up, you looking at something and it's crazy because it was just like a couple of years ago when I first heard about Power. I'm like, what is this show that everybody's talking about? And then I'm like, I've never seen an episode. Like, what is this show? And everybody like, nah, you need to watch it. It's so good. It's so good. Because it's like, it's always trending. So I'm like, all right, let me just finally watch it. Mind you, I'm like seasons behind while they're on like season 4, whatever the case may be. I'm seasons behind. The first episode, I'm like, all right, let me watch the second episode. And then I'm like, all right, I'm ready to see the third episode. And then it just continued. And the next thing you know, I done caught up and I done watched the whole all the seasons. So it's crazy. And it's like, never would I have thought when I'm watching a show that I would be like a part of this. I never thought that. So the fact that I'm here now, it's like, oh shit, bitch, you going crazy. Like, you going crazy. And I'm in the building and I'm a part of something alongside a lot of like legends and icons and just like, you know, amazing people. So it's like, it's still surreal to me. Like I watched the episode last week that came out and I'm like, oh shit, like I'm in there, like they're gonna be, and it's, you know, it's exciting.
No doubt, no doubt. Now you said that you met Tariq. Everybody knows him as Tariq. Obviously, you know him as Michael, but everybody met him.
Yeah.
I mean, like you said, you met him years ago. But we also know that Tariq is a producer. So has he gave you a pack and have you started working on it?
No, he never gave me a pack, but that's how I met him though, in the studio, and he has great production. And I just asked him the other day when I was in New York, because we were filming, I was like, when you going, like, have you been like, you know what I'm saying, in the studio or whatever? He was like, he ain't been in the studio or he ain't been making no beats in a couple of months. So he was like, but he finna get back on it and stuff or whatever. But when I tell you, like, I remember being in the studio and he was even younger. He's 20 now. So he was even younger when I met him. And it was just like, he might have been like, what, 16 when I met him? Maybe 16, probably 16, 17 or so. But I'm like, dang, you young and you like, you killing it. Like his production is crazy. So I can't wait till he get back in that bag, because as soon as he send me a pack, it's a wrap. I'm on there, period.
Now, I know a lot of people probably don't know this, but look, like you said, like obviously being on TV is a dream come true for you. But look, we're going to get into this Atlanta side of you now.
Yeah.
You called your best friends and said you got the part. You was going to be on TV. You was like, bitch, I told you I was going to be on TV. Is that what
I'm like, bitch. Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, so only a couple of people knew what I was doing. Like probably like maybe like all of like 5 people maybe. But a lot of other friends that I was keeping it like on a hush, and really to the public, I was keeping it on a hush. So it was really like, but the people who did know, they're like, oh shit, like I'm watching your thing, you on TV, bitch. Like, oh my God, my bitch a whole actress. Like, hell yeah, we up, bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? So everybody like going crazy. And I'm like, oh my God, like this is surreal. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm doing this.
For sure. And then it happened to come out at the perfect time, right when you just dropped Clones. And
yes,
so
it did.
How did it feel dropping Clones during this whole pandemic thing? Obviously, you couldn't do a complete rollout like you really wanted to, but how does it feel just putting out a project, your second project this year at that?
Yeah. I mean, it feels great because, and it lets me know that I'm on track. I'm on track. Like I made my goals last year and I said to myself that I wanted to release 3 projects this year. So the fact that I'm on number 2 and I'm already working on number 3, we almost done with number 3. So number 3 is going to come out. So, I mean, it feels great. And honestly, like for this rollout too, I feel like this was probably one of the best rollouts I've had, even though I wasn't able to really get out there and like touch the people. But I feel like this was one of the best rollouts I had because I had so much content to back it up. And so during this quarantine time, like I ain't been being lazy, none of that. We don't do lazy over here. Like when we go to work, we found this time to literally go to work, hustle, grind, like, you know what I'm saying, shoot as much content as possible, get this stuff going because I knew that this project was coming out. So yeah.
And then talking about shooting content, something that you and even Mulatto and a lot of other female rappers are doing right now are working with female directors like Sarah Lacombe.
Oh yeah, Sarah, that's my girl.
Yeah, so like, tell me what made you just, I mean, obviously we know that, you know, you wanted to stick with the whole female unity thing and all that for sure, but like what made you decide to really stick with working with female directors?
I mean, well, Sarah like the first, yeah, actually she might be the first female director that I've worked with before. So I don't know, but I mean, what made me go with her is because I liked how we vibed because she also shot the video for me and Saucy Santana. So I liked how we vibed on that one. And her vibe was just so cool and everything was good. And you know what I'm saying? I liked her creativity and how, you know what I'm saying, everything. So I was like, yeah, like I went back to my team and I'm like, yeah, I think she should probably shoot these next 2 videos. Like we made it work and she's so cool. So I fuck with her. That's my girl.
Yep, you guys knocked out 3 videos already.
Yeah, like in 2 videos in one day. Like crazy.
You know what? I was thinking that because I saw the same car in the video. So, but I mean, yeah. Like, it was in the same day. It was the same day. Now, do you plan on working with female producers?
Oh, for sure. I'm already working with a female producer. She actually did the first track that's on the Clones track, on the Clones tape. Monique Winning. She went crazy. So yeah, she produced the Top Me record. And yeah, she's going crazy. But yes, I'm definitely open to that because I fuck with that. I think this is a time for the women right now. So I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? If we can get female DJs, female producers, female directors, like all of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I love it.
No doubt, no doubt. Now, one thing fans want to know about the Clones album is why is there not the Vangos feature on the album?
This project was just a little, we decided to go a little different. Like, we just try to be a little different, but you can definitely expect that on the next one. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, this project, we just wanted to do something like different and try to like test our creativity out or whatever. And it's also like, we got so many songs in the chamber. So it's like, it's just like, okay, we just gonna put these on this project, boom. And the next project, we out, so boom.
No doubt, no doubt. Now, everybody knows you guys for your strong Black love relationship, man. How does it feel being like a relationship goal?
Oh, I mean, it's cute. Like, you know, it's cute. So, I mean, like, I feel good about it because of the simple fact that we have our own fan base just based off of us, you know. And I don't know if you ever tuned into the Vangos channel, but on YouTube, yeah. But that's where you get to see like the raw us, like, you know, we just be chilling, we cooling, we joking, we laughing, we eating. You know what I'm saying? It's a vibe, like none of that put on shit that everybody be putting on for social media. Like, no, behind closed doors, like this is what it is. And you know what I'm saying? Like we really just get to be ourselves and we really just enjoy each other.
No doubt. All I'm gonna say is, look, men don't like pregnancy scares. That's all I'm gonna say.
Pregnancy scares?
Yeah.
But see, Coco want me to get pregnant, so you want me to get pregnant.
So you're not ready to be a mom quite yet?
I would say probably in a couple of years.
But you could be.
I see myself. Yeah, I want to be married, but I definitely see myself being a mother. Like, of course, I'm already like a mother to people. Like, it's weird. Like, I have this like motherly type of vibe about me. I don't know. It's weird.
No doubt, no doubt. Now, one thing that's going on right now is a huge female surgence in hip hop right now. Like, you guys are really killing it right now. Like, I don't know what it is in the water y'all drinking, or if y'all just...
It's the artist detox.
but it's so many of y'all coming out the gate like just going harder than the men right now. And like it's arguably you guys are going harder than the men. Like 2020 may be the year of pandemic, but it's definitely the year of female hip hop for sure.
Yes, it is.
Now, what I want to know, like a lot of fans want to know, is you and Mulatto. Could we get a collaboration album? Like we got the songs from you guys, but can it be possible for a collaboration album?
Yeah, that's very possible.
And a tour.
Okay, period. Yes, that's very possible. Period. Like I think I mean really it's just all about our schedules and you know what I'm saying, when we could be able to come together and do that. But yeah, we would definitely do that for the culture and for the community. Like that'll go crazy. We know that'll go crazy. That's my little sis, like for sure. Like we can definitely do that.
No doubt. Now all the fans.
And it's crazy because people don't even be knowing, like me and Lotto do have songs together. Like she put me on her tape before, I put her on my tape before. So yeah, but it's gonna be more where that come from. So boom. And we're gonna actually have visuals.
For sure.
Visuals.
For sure. Now if they don't know, they can go check out your project Act Up Season. They can go check that out. It's the song with you and Mulatto on there that they can easily go back and reference. So they can know.
Spy ass song, hard.
No doubt. Now, one thing I want to talk to you about is pretty much what's going on outside of hip hop is pretty much like what's going on with us in social injustice and police brutalities and whatnot. Being that it's a lot different for people like us because we are, of darker skin and like we are the prime targets. Now, you coming from a large family, how's the conversations been for you and your family, like as far as like what's going on between like Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, everything going on, even Rashad in Atlanta?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, as far as us, like, and just me personally, like, you know what I'm saying, even during the pandemic and everything like that, when all the protests was going on, me and Coco, we put ourselves out there on the front line as well to protest with our people, period. Because at the end of the day, like the injustice is insane. It's insane. And honestly, it gets to a point to where it can be so overwhelming to where like, I don't even be wanting to look at my phone sometimes because they're trying to make it, it's like society is trying to make it a norm by having videos of police killing unarmed and innocent Black men, but that's not normal. You know what I'm saying? That's not normal. We don't want to see like that's not okay. You know what I'm saying? And so at this point, shit, us as Black people, we pissed the fuck off because we tired of it. This has been going on for over 100 years now. So it's like, when is this country going to really stand for some equality? Like, you know what I mean? So as far as like, I think the most craziest thing that we have to do, even with like, I look at my nephews, my little nieces, little cousins and stuff like that. I always look at them and it's just like, eventually their parents or me or whoever, we got to have talks about how they have to move certain ways out here. And it's just like, it's fucked up because we have to do that because of our skin tone. You know what I mean? Like, because of our skin tone. And it's crazy. Like, I don't fuck with that. I just feel like it's a lot of bullshit that's going on. And I mean, regardless though, I'm still going to continue to fight, period, and put myself out there on the front line, continue to fight for justice, always. And I'm gonna be screaming Black Lives Matter at the top of my lungs. And I don't give a fuck who don't agree because period, like that's just what it is. And I'm not going back and forth about it. Like, period. If you don't understand that Black Lives Matter, then I don't know what else to say to you. Like, you're pathetic. Like, period. I'm not going back and forth about it.
No doubt. Now, you've always been known for your aggressive attitude. You're very boisterous as far as when it comes to raps. But like with everything going on right now, has that really like redirected your focus to doing more progressive hip hop?
Oh yeah, and us honestly, like, with this whole everything that's been going on, especially with like, the police brutality and all of that, honestly, it's pushed me to be more like, I mean, I'm always open arms with anybody, you know what I'm saying? But in this game, in the industry, they try to put the women against each other. It has pushed me to take a different turn because I'm not trying to be like that. I'm not trying to be on some, oh yeah, well, I can't like her because she's doing the same thing as me. Like, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we can see what happens when women join, when women come together. Look at what happens. It goes crazy. People enjoy it. Like Cardi and Megan, like they're doing something. They did what they did is for the culture. Like, and the world enjoyed it, regardless of the critics and all that stuff like that. Oh, they're talking about sex, man. Fuck all of that. Like, they're two women that's coming together, they're beating the odds, and they ignoring you motherfuckers who trying to pull them apart. And they can't say, fuck that. We gonna come together and make something big for the culture. I fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, and it's, if we get more of that, instead of, oh, well, let me be envious of her because she doing this and doing that. At the end of the day, everybody damn eating. We can all bring something to the table. So it ain't no point. It ain't no finish line. Like, ain't no point of being against this person just because we do the same thing. They don't do that with the guys. So why y'all want to do that with the girls? I just feel like, it's definitely pushed me to be like, man, fuck that. Like, you my sister, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with you. Like, I want to continue to embrace other females and continue to be supportive, because sometimes that's what women need. Like, we need that. We need our peers to embrace us even more. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's okay. And you don't have to be like ashamed. Like, I know how to give somebody the floor when it's their time to shine, and actually celebrate their wins with them. I'm not envious. I'm not going to have no hate in my heart towards that. You know what I'm saying? Towards anybody that's out here doing their thing, because they doing their thing and I'm doing my thing as well. So, I mean, if anything, it has definitely pushed me to be, I've always been supportive, but it's pushed me to be even more supportive, because I'm not going to let these people separate us for no reason, or, try to keep us apart and create drama and create beef. Like, no, it's a time for women in hip hop. It's an amazing time. It's a big time for women in hip hop. And for me to even be a part of that, and for people to even look at me like I'm a part of that, that's amazing. You know what I'm saying? In itself, that's big. That's big to me. That means a lot to me, and I appreciate that. And then on top of that, I just feel like it's time for the women to continue to come together and push each other to be better, and push each other to be big, because we all headed to the top. So why not?
No doubt, no doubt. Now, I mean, you and Mulatto are prime examples of that, are showing prime examples of that. Even with you saying Queen of Atlanta and her saying Queen of the South, it's like you guys are united in the same fight, and you guys don't have any animosity towards each other. You only big each other up. You only sit there and like root each other on, and that's great. That's a great definition of what girls need to see that are also up and coming artists and whatnot. But I want to ask you about, like, as far as, like you said, like, it's a great time for female hip hop right now. But is there any friendly competition like it is in sports? Like, is there any friendly competition for you guys, for the female artists in hip hop right now?
I feel like it definitely can be there. I mean, come on now. Like, you can always have a friendly competition, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even when it come down to, you know what I'm saying, my friends or whatever, if they get me something and I'm gonna try to outdo their ass, like, yeah, I got you something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's something different. You know what I'm saying? That's different friendly competition. But then sometimes, like, some women, you can't even have friendly competition, because then it turns into a real competition. The next thing you know, they mad and they be like, I was just playing. Like, I'm not even, So, you know what I'm saying? Definitely, like, I would love friendly competition. Like, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm just very supportive of who's supportive of me, and I fuck with who fucks with me. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm rooting for all the girls, regardless if I've met them in person or not. Like, I'm rooting for all of them. Like, I mean, all I do is we go outside, and that's all we hear. We hearing the girls. Like, we hearing them. We hearing them rapping. We hearing them singing. We hearing them doing it. So it's just like, it's all about being embrace, like, you know what I'm saying? And never, honestly, a lot of people would think that, me and Lotto would not be like, oh, cool. You know what I'm saying? Or, oh, because we claim the same city, but it's like, what? Like, you know what I'm saying? And honestly, I was just talking to Tokyo Baby about this. I said, besides her, and real deal, like, a person who raps and who's actually I've been cool with was Mulatto. Like, I mean, and this has been like years. This ain't just established. Like, this has been now years. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've always been cool with her. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've always just been cool, and we might kick it here and there or talk here and there and stuff like that. So, of course, she put out a project. I'm gonna open up the floor to let her shine. Like, you let her shine, because it's her moment. This ain't about LightskinKeisha. This is about her. Like, you know what I'm saying? Of course, I'm gonna big her up. If ain't nobody else bigging her up, I'm gonna big her up at the motherfucking, at her release parties. We talking that shit. Yeah, bitch, talk your shit. Like, rap that shit, period. Like, you know what I'm saying? You doing this, period. Like, like, go the fuck in, period. And that's that. People have to know how to separate the two. Like every moment ain't gonna be your moment. You know what I'm saying? So it's okay to, but honestly, it gives me a lot of like warmth and just like, I love supporting people. So I love seeing people win. So it's like, okay, boom. Like, cause I just feel like, okay, she win, I win, she win. Like, that's just what it is.
No doubt, no doubt. Now, I mean, another defining moment in your career, just for female hip hop in general, is the ability for you guys or the ability that you have to be just as playful and as serious at the same time. Because you and Tokyo did a song together called "Okay, Bitch," and it was pretty much y'all going back and forth at each other. Like it was pretty much y'all talking to each other, and it was the most hilarious thing. That like even the video was hilarious, but just the song in general was hilarious. Like because you guys were able to poke fun at each other and not make it a real thing. Like and that's something that's definitely needed in just hip hop in general. It's like something that's not even common between men or women. So it's
and honestly, they would never think that two women could do that. Like Tokyo, it's crazy because just before we just got on here, I'm on the phone with Tokyo for damn near 2 hours. Like, and we just be talking. Like I can say we all on that song. She like LightskinKeisha, you ain't about that life, and I'm like Tokyo, bitch, you pretending the whole time we on the phone like this. So what's going on? Like what you doing? Like you know what I'm saying? Like we just talking about shit. So. I mean, even that whole situation, like when that came about, me and Tokyo, we was like, oh yeah, we should do this, we should do that. It never got to a moment to where it's like, oh, she gonna feel like I'm coming for her, or I feel like she was coming for me. It's like, bitch, yeah, talk that shit. Talk the most shit you can about me, because I'm finna come for your ass. And at the end of the day, I'm gonna still hug your ass because I love you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like the type of friendly.
That shows the reality. That shows the reality of Black women in general, because it's like, that's not uncommon in black women and Black culture in general. Like we all have friends that we all sit here and talk shit to. It gets serious at one point, but it's all love at the same time. Like
it's all love, and I feel like that's a part of this. That's also a part of just the Black community too, like Black culture. Period. Like think about when you was raised. Like shit, my mama. Like I'm brought up in a big family. My mama got 8 kids, 5 girls, 3 boys, and we really like. For a long time, it was always like 6 of us in the house. So you got different personalities, damn near they all kind of the same. Y'all all kind of look alike, but y'all do got different personalities. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't got no choice but to show love, because that's what my mama instilled in us. It was never, we can never say, oh, I hate my brother and sister, or oh, I hate them. We can never say no shit like that. If she ever heard the word hate come out of our mouth, we in our ass whooped. Like, cause that's not what she's standing for. Like, she not standing for that. She like, y'all not gonna say that. Y'all gonna share, y'all gonna learn how to goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Even if y'all gonna fight, y'all gonna argue, but guess what? At the end of it, y'all still gonna love each other. And that's just what it is.
No doubt. Now, another thing we want to talk about that you really love the most is your nails. Now, that's something.
Yes.
All right, now you said like, you do the most when it comes to nails. And I'm pretty sure you one of the most like extravagant female rappers when it comes to nails. So what is your secrets as far as nails? Like, what do you sit here and advise to other females when it comes to getting their nails done? Because obviously you get the, I can't scratch my ass, can't eat food type.
Who can't? I can't, period. But I mean, I have my nail tech, you know what I'm saying? And honestly, like I had to go a little bit, for a minute, I had to do short nails because I had like a little, change of heart for a minute. And plus I had to give my nails a break because my nails was breaking. Like when you have long ass nails like this and they break, like I got 2 broken nails right now, but it's okay because we're gonna get them fixed. But when they break and it's like they attach to your skin, and then it ripping the nail off, like, so that kept on happening too many times. And I was like, okay, I need to take a break from long nails and I need to just wear my little short nails, but I'm gonna still get them bedazzled. But I like them ghetto as possible. Like I like my nails ghetto as possible. I don't give a damn. I like them long, rhinestones, pearls, money. I want shit coming out of them, hanging. Like I want all type of stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Confetti, whatever you call it. Like I just like to be like real, like colorful, popping, and then I like to do this.
Now, when people, now I know you get a lot of DMs from other rappers, from dudes, thirsty dudes trying to trap, but how many DMs do you get from nail technicians trying to be like?
All the time, especially if I might put a post up like when I went to New York, I'm like, who can do nails? Like, you know what I'm saying? They flood in the comments all the time. And then I have people that actually send me press on nails too. So that's fire too. I love that because that's like a little quick and go situation. Like, okay, I could just press these on real quick and then go.
Now, can we see you open your own little business like with these press-ons and be like?
Oh, for sure. Like have a press-on line. Oh, for sure.
Be like Keisha.
For sure. It's gonna be called Bisha Grippers. Period.
No doubt. Now, speaking of that, speaking of Big Bang Bisha, and Queen of Atlanta, what is another moniker that you tried in your, whether it been you tried in your lyrics or just something you was just testing out on your own amongst your friends? What's another moniker that you've tried?
What you mean?
Like, okay, like another nickname, like other than Big Bang and and Queen.
Oh, I done had so many damn nicknames or whatever the case may be, but like if you really know me, you really my real nickname that was like given to me from my mama is Mimi. But that's only you only call me that if you really know me. So that's when they say Mimi, I be like, who you know? Who know me? Okay, period. But but as far as like LightskinKeisha, I mean LightskinKeisha, Big Bang Bisha. I've heard Big Bag Bisha, Big Booty Bisha, Big Bitty Bisha, Big Birkin Bisha. Like, I mean, we always, it's just everything BBB.
Now we asked Mulatto that same question, and she said she used Goldilocks for a minute, but then she realized she don't have gold hair all the time, so she.
Oh well, see, I went big on a bitch because let me tell you something. Everything about me is big. See, everybody got little in their name. Everybody is little this, little that, little this. I said, no, I love to do the opposite. So, like I love to do the opposite. So I love to go the different way and I love to be like a trendsetter. So I was like, you know what? Fuck that. I'm finna call myself Big Bang Bisha. Plus, I'm not no little bitch. I'm 5'8". I got motherfucking big ass, big titties, everything big on me. Everything that I do is big. So therefore, I'm BIG and the VIP, and it's just that on that. So it's big everything. Big Bank, Big Bisha, whatever.
Now, I mean, everybody might, follow you on Instagram and on everything else that you have, all your other social platforms for your looks, whether what you're doing, like flossing, whatever you want to say. But when you really get down to it, the real LightskinKeisha is on Twitter. So that's what we're going to talk about today, is your Twitter account. Now,
yes.
Not even a couple days ago, you recently posted on Twitter that you wanted breast reduction. Why?
Do it. Because I feel like, so this is my thing. I've always been like tall, slim, thick, right? And I was a cheerleader, you know what I'm saying? Like thickness that run in my family, on my mama's side especially. And I think on my father's side, like a lot of the women got big breasts. And I just kind of got the best of both worlds. With a little waist. Okay, period. Thank you, God. But I've always felt like sometimes, like, I just feel like sometimes my breasts could like stop certain things. Like when I was a cheerleader, I used to want to be able to do all the flips. Now I could tumble, but it was certain things that I couldn't do. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like when I look back at it, I feel like the reason why I probably couldn't do it is because I just felt like I had so much to flip over. You know what I'm saying? And I was always like, even thick at a young age. I was thick at a young age. Like I was always thick. My mama told me even since a baby, I was thick. Like, but she said my booty cheeks used to be outside of my pamper. I used to be walking around my booty. They used to be spilling outside of my pamper. So everything was just like, but I feel like big breasts only look good. It look good like when you trying to do something for your man or something. But eventually they hurt. And I want a breast reduction. And sometimes big breasts can also make you look bigger than what you really are. I have a long torso, and I ain't trying to, chew my little horn, but I got a nice body. So it's like, I don't want these big ass breasts covering my nice ass body. And then it's like, I can't even wear certain shit that I want to wear, or it don't look right in certain outfits because it's just like prohibiting me from putting this on or putting that on. Like I can't wear no halter tops, no strapless, all that. I can't do that. I want to do that. So yeah, I'm finna hit up one of these doctors, like hook me up, because I take it down a notch. But I've also asked women too, other women that have been through that process and have gotten breast reductions, and they say that it was the best decision that they ever made. Now, see, to men, they probably be like, oh no, why do you want to get a breast reduction? No, don't touch them. Yeah, because y'all some motherfucking freaks. But at the end of the day, we trying to do it because of what we're comfortable with. We're trying to be comfortable with, like, and sometimes it can just be too much, like on my back and shit. Like, I'm young, I don't need to be hurting my back, hurting and shit. Like, my back hurt right now.
So sorry. Now, another thing that you mentioned, like even yesterday, was you've been working out every day and you sore as fuck. So what's your workout routine? Because I know it's a lot of girls that want to know what you're doing, because it's a lot of girls out there that really look at you and be like, she ain't natural. That's not all natural. So
oh baby, yes it is, baby, period. Okay, if anything, I'm trying to get this shit taken out of me. Like, I'm trying to get this shit taken, you know what I'm saying? So but I've had a trainer for a good 4 to 5 years now. My trainer is Hard Body Dreek. That has been my trainer for years now. And he is an amazing trainer out of Atlanta. And he is always like, you know what I'm saying? If I start fucking up and I start, you know what I'm saying, falling off or whatever, I know that I can always count on him to get me right. But lately, every morning, what I've been doing is, see, people don't understand, like, first of all, I just recently cut out meat. So that's what I do. I always go back and forth. When I feel like I'm getting a little bit like, okay, you're getting out of control, then I always just go be like, okay, I know what I'm finna do. So I stopped eating meat. I only eat seafood. No fried stuff, like none of that unhealthy shit in your diet. But really what I'm doing today is I've been detoxing. So this is the trick. You can go get 2 Arden's Gardens detox gallons, drink that shit for 2 days, no food, you will lose between like 5 to 7 pounds. Easy. So, and then like every morning I wake up and I do 10 laps. I do 10 laps with my dog. 10. Yeah, I be at it. I don't play no games. And I brought me some weights so that I'll be like lifting and working on my arms and stuff like that or whatever while I'm at home or whatever, if I can't make it to the gym. But if I can't make it to the gym, then I'm definitely working out at the house. I'm doing 10 laps around my neighborhood with my dog, or around surrounding neighborhoods, or whatever the case may be. I might go to Piedmont Park and do a couple of laps, walk up some stairs, do some squats, crunches, all that. Like, I don't play. I've always been kind of like athletic. Like, I've always been active, especially because I was a cheerleader for 13 years of my life. So I was always like working out and just staying like active.
No doubt, no doubt. Now, I mean, we can definitely see that you are competitive in your music, just based on just your attitude, your whole aura and everything. But another thing that people don't know, I mean, people don't recognize about LightskinKeisha is she always got the baddest chicks in her videos.
Okay, period.
So, I mean, what is it? I mean, I want to say like it has to do a lot with either the strip club culture in Atlanta. I don't know, maybe that's what it is. But like, if you are, because we do see you in your Magic City hoodie often, and, you know, sitting there, the songs you be talking, I mean, the videos show that you be a strip club connoisseur. So we definitely got to ask, man, for the city of Atlanta, man, we want to know your pick for the top 5 strippers of Atlanta.
Top 5 strippers or strip clubs?
Strippers. Not, I mean, obviously we know Magic City. That's number 1, right?
That's number 1 for sure. All day, every day. Magic City. You can't play with Magic. Magic is number 1. Magic take the cake. Matter of fact, Magic is the number 1 strip club across the world. I don't care. That's number 1.
All right, but period. Okay, then we'll make it difficult for you then. You know, top 5 strippers.
Top 5 strippers, like names? I don't know names.
Oh, you don't know names at all? You know, they all have their names, you know, Cinnamon, Skittles, Bubble Pop. I'm just playing. I don't know.
When I tell you, I can't think of one stripper. I mean, I don't know their names. I'll know them by face. I would know them by face. That's it.
That makes sense.
For now, me, yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you and your man go to the strip club often, you know, as a couple, man. What people want to know now, is that the new norm, or is that like, you know, just something that only certain, like, you have to be comfortable with your relationship to do? Because a lot of people want to do that with their lady, or a lot of people want their man to take them. So, you know, you guys are the perfect couple to ask for this. So
I think it's normal. Like, I mean, for us, and it's also because we're not insecure. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, obviously we know that we're gonna go into a strip club and we know we're gonna see some butt naked bitches on there. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, what if I wasn't prepared for it, if I wasn't ready for it, I ain't coming. You know what I'm saying? We just have that understanding. Like, I mean, our shit is like a friendship. It's a bond. So it's like, it ain't never like, oh, you trying to look at someone. No, like, fuck that. It'd be like, shit, have some fun. We slapping their ass. We slapping the money on their ass. We throwing it. We making it rain. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it just depends on what type of bond you have in your relationship. That's really what it comes down to. And a lot of the times, really, we going to the strip club for the food. So let's just be real. Like, we're going to the strip club for the food. Like Cheetah, we stay at Cheetah because Cheetah just got some good ass food.
Some good ass seafood, you mean, right? Cause
They do. Yeah, they do got some good ass seafood, right?
for sure. You know, you don't want people out here to be like, she lying. She ate meat the other day. She ate a whole hamburger. I seen it.
I didn't eat meat the other day, but that's so I stopped and I'm back on my shit now.
No doubt. Now, what last thing I want to ask you is about something that some information that you can provide to other up and coming female artists. Now, you had a deal with Hitco, and then, you know, everybody, that was like one of your crowning moments, one of your most recognizable moments. And then another thing is you went independent on this last album. So people want to know, like, what was it about the situation that made you leave? And then how does it feel just being completely independent that you would advise other artists, other female artists to do like yourself?
Well, I would definitely say cheers to me being independent for a year now. Boom. But I will say that at the end of the day, being signed to an executive, like a music exec, like L.A. Reid was just unbelievable. It was like, you know what I'm saying, an amazing, amazing opportunity. And for me to even be in the same room with him and, you know what I'm saying, to kind of like, you know, pick his brain on certain things and get his opinions and his feedback on certain things, you know what I'm saying? It's amazing. So, you know, like regardless of the fact, you know, L.A. Reid, he's one of the biggest like music execs in the world to exist. He's responsible for legends. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's had his hand on, and he's had parts, you know what I'm saying, in people's, in legendary icons that we listen to today. So, you know, I feel like, you know, what they did and me being signed and everything that we did do during that time, you know what I'm saying, it definitely worked out for the better. It put me on a different spectrum too, and it put me on a different level. Like, you know, I'm a rapper, but my biggest record is an R&B record. So it's crazy, but you know what I'm saying, that's just what it is. So with that being said, you know what I'm saying, I would definitely say like I enjoyed the opportunity, definitely. Like I don't really have nothing bad to say. I enjoyed the opportunity. I learned from it, definitely. Learned from it. You know, at the end of the day, everything's not gonna be perfect. There will be ups and downs. But I will say now that I am independent, I do feel like I could be able to, I just was able to, you know, like just be like, okay, whew. Now for a minute, I did feel like I had to reset and basically kind of like start all over because I wanted to just like, you know, do something different and come at certain things a different way. But I definitely enjoy being independent because I get to be myself and kind of like just have more control over what I want to do. And for, you know, if it's young girls that's looking up to me or, you know, aspiring to be a rapper or whatever the case may be, try to ride out that independent wave for a little minute. Try to ride it out and just see how you like it. And then, you know, if a deal if a deal comes to, you know, place and stuff, if a deal presents itself, then, you know, if you feel like that deal is going to work, then take it and learn. You know, everything is a learning experience. So with me, being signed was a learning experience. And I'm like, okay, cool. So it wasn't necessarily like, oh, I left or they dropped me or whatever the case may be. It's just more so like, you know what I'm saying? It was time we came, you know what I'm saying? We came to an agreement and that's just what it was. And we just went our separate ways. And I wish them the best. And, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing my thing. And yeah, you know, but if you're aspiring to be an artist and a rapper, singer, whatever the case may be, you know, just stay true to yourself. Just stay true to yourself because it don't matter if you sign or unsigned. People are always going to be in your ear. They're gonna try to tell you to do shit, but you gotta have something to stand on. Stand on how you really feel. Like stand on being, you know what I'm saying, being you, period. That's like don't ever change up. do what you feel is right and speak up. Don't be mad about it. Don't be quiet about it either, because sometimes when you're quiet and you don't speak up, people can, take advantage of that and be like, oh, okay, she weak. No, I ain't motherfucking weak. Like, speak up, let it be known what the fuck it is you want to do, and boom, you never know. You know what I'm saying? Quiet mouths don't get fed. So hey.
Hey, also, like you said in the song, man, your only competition is you in the mirror. Pretty much.
Yeah.
In the mirror. So I want to ask you your 5 essential songs, because everybody might know you for Clones right now. Everybody might be enjoying you for Clones right now, because you have Blood My Wrist, Brat, you got others, so many songs on the album, but people need to know you for That's the Bottom Line, Act Up Season, Talk That, and Clones. So if you could pick 5 essential songs, with 2 being off one album, but you can only pick 1 song per album, what would it be?
Wait, so you said 2 being on one album, or just
one?
One.
You pick 2 songs off one album, but the rest have to be 1 song off each album that you release. So off.
Okay, so really, I'm not gonna lie. My favorite project is Talk That Talk. Love that project. Okay, so I would say off of Talk That Talk, since I can pick 2 songs, it would definitely be Talk That Talk. Oh wait, I lied. Damn, I got some shit. Okay. Talk That Talk would be, it would be Spend Some Cash, definitely, and Face Down. Yeah. All Face right. Down off of Talk That Talk. Okay, so Clones, my favorite song would have to be, Tommy.
Well, you got 2 more.
Act Up Season, it would have to be Side Ponytail. And that's just the bottom line. It would have to be I'm Gucci. Hey, yeah.
No doubt. Now, I mean, the last thing I do want to ask you is about the title of Queen of Atlanta. Now, nobody was repping that until you did it, and then people started wanting to feel some type of way, want to be in the race for that title. So just knowing that you made that possible, and realizing how much noise it created for you and just the whole city in general, has it made you be more competitive or be more strategic with your rhymes, knowing that you have a title that you have to either protect or achieve or solidify? Does this make you or do you just be like, no, it's really not that big a deal. I'm just trying to do my music and get it out to the fans or whatnot and give them the best work possible?
Well, let's say this. First off, I'm gonna start off with this. I definitely am a trendsetter. And at the end of the day, like I said, I don't want to my own horn, but be beat. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff, I've seen a lot of stuff transpire after I done did some shit. It's cool though. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, if anybody gets inspired, you can get inspired. If I get inspired, like, you know what I'm saying? It's okay. You know what I'm saying? It just be the motherfuckers who don't want to give me credit that it irritate me. But it's okay, because you know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't gonna see it how you see it, or everybody ain't gonna think that you did this and did that, or whatever the case may be. But it's whatever. Like, I don't give a damn. With the whole Queen of Atlanta thing, honestly, I don't even claim that title no more, because that wasn't like a self-proclaimed title. That was given to me by fans. They just started calling me that, and then I ran with it. And I'm like, bitch, I'm the Queen of Atlanta. Because at the end of the day, like, I was like, you know what I'm saying, that for the new generation girls, for the new generation rap girls, like, I really did put the fuck on for Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? I was on the radio. I had 3 radio records on the radio at one time. I got nominated for an iHeart Award, and I'm a whole rapper. I got nominated for an R&B award. I performed at the biggest festivals and concerts in Atlanta. I performed at the Birthday Bash. I performed at Street Fest. You know what I'm saying? As a young girl, we was looking at that stuff like, oh my gosh, you got tickets, and panicking trying to get tickets to go. And you know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, I performed there. And so I can go all day. You know what I'm saying? Period. Like, I can go all day. You know what I'm saying? I had a top 5 record. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I did a lot of stuff but I don't want to subject myself to only Atlanta. I love Atlanta, but at the end of the day, now my brand has gotten entirely big. It's gotten bigger. So at the end of the day, like, I don't even claim that title no more because it is what it is. Like, I don't have to speak no more. I don't have to really necessarily, you know, speak too much about what's going on. Like, my city actually supports me. They fuck with me. When I go out here in public and I go, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter what side. I get love from all sides. North side, south side, west side, east side, all day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody fucking with me. So, you know, I love Atlanta.
Feel like, you know, now it's gotten to the point to where it's like, hold on, let me take these out. Now it's gotten, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but now it's gotten to the point to where I don't feel like I necessarily have to like make that known, like make that a thing, like, oh, Queen of Atlanta, whatever the case may be. Like, I don't think I have to say that all the time now. It just is what it is. If you feel like I'm the Queen of Atlanta, okay, cool. You don't, okay, cool. I feel like every female artist or whoever, women just in general, if you want to say that you're the damn queen of the world, you have every right to feel like that. Because you are a queen, you know what I'm saying? So if you want to call yourself whatever you want to call yourself, yeah, definitely. I would never get upset at anybody calling themselves anything. Like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm never going to get upset at that because I just feel like that's how you're supposed to feel. You're supposed to boost yourself up in your songs and your verses and all of that. You're supposed to talk your shit. You're supposed to let these bitches know that they can't fuck with you. So that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? But they like, I don't even really like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not hung up over a title. Because I'm hung up on my work ethic. I'm hung up on the shit that I actually really got. I'm hung up on the credentials. Like, I got real credentials. Like, you know what I'm saying? I have real credentials out here. And for me to only be in the industry, I ain't even been in the industry that long. So, and I got some really big credentials out here. So I think it's dope. But if there's another girl that wants to call herself Queen of Atlanta, absolutely. Claim that title, period. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, me personally, I've been there, done that. We on to the next. No, and that's just what it is. So yeah, but as far as like being competitive, like that's why I say I'm competitive with myself. I feel like the only competition that I see is literally me, because it's always a challenge of who do I have to literally outdo myself on the next thing that I do. So it's like, I always got to be like, damn, I just did this. So now I got to come with something harder. I'm not looking at nobody like, oh, it's competition, because I'm just so supportive. I don't look at it like, oh yeah, I gotta beat this bitch. No, fuck it. Like, we all out here getting this damn near the same bags. Like, it is what it is. So I'm not looking at that. I'm looking at myself like, how can I continue to make myself better? How can I push myself to go harder? How can I challenge myself to be a better person? Like, period. That's me. That's me all day. I ain't coming for no female. I ain't trying to beat for no female. I ain't got no drama with no female, because at the end of the day, I know what I bring to the table and I know what I got going on. So therefore, I just always want to protect that. And, you know, I don't know, like, I'm cool. Like, I be cooling. So, you know, if I'm calling myself Queen of Atlanta and somebody else want to call themselves Queen of Atlanta, okay, boom. We're the queens. But now it's like, I don't even really be hung up on that title because I'm on to the next. I feel like I'm trying to be global. I'm trying to be the queen of the world. I'm trying to be international. That's what I want to do. I got bigger goals, bigger dreams, like, you know what I'm saying? But I love my city though, for sure.
No doubt, no doubt. We can definitely see you as one of the greatest of all time. Definitely. So, but I mean, like you guys, I mean, if you guys don't know, man, we got LightskinKeisha here right now. You know, she's running things right now, period. So,
period.
Right. But if you guys don't know, man, go check out her new album, Clones. It's out right now on all streaming platforms. And then make sure you check her out every Sunday. I mean, obviously she'll be on there every Sunday, hopefully. We don't know. You know, you might miss one episode, might miss two. But look, she definitely on Power 2 Ghost. Make sure you check her out on there. She gonna be on there talking her shit, doing her thing, being the smartest in the room.
Brute Chandria Carmichael, that is, okay? Period.
Oh, for sure. And then, like I said, we just want to thank you for just being a strong representation of just Black women in general. Just like,
thank you.
I know a lot of people sit there and judge you for your aggressive attitude in the songs and your lyrics and being so seductive or whatever you want to call them, or however negative they want to bring to it. But it's definitely, a lot of us in the Black culture know that it is a defining definition of a strong Black woman. And
yes, it definitely is. And that's another thing, just real quick before too, we need to touch on that real quick, because it's like, you know, I see too much on the internet too, where it's always like, oh, they look at Black women as aggressive or whatever the case may be. That's the beauty of a Black woman, period. I don't give a damn what you say. Like, you can call us aggressive, you can call us, you can call us headaches. They say, oh, we headaches, and oh, we cause a lot of problems and all that stuff like that or whatever. Fuck what you heard. That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it. And everybody wants to be us.
No doubt, no doubt.
Period. Everybody wants to be us, and we need to continue. We need to start, instead of trying to tear down Black women, start embracing us, because at the end of the day, we make the world go round, and that's just that on that. Period. That's just that on that.
Trendsetters, the
trendsetters of the world. Period.
No doubt. Another thing we want to thank you for is just being a strong, perfect representation of Black love. Definitely, man. We definitely need that right now. Just
yes,
you and your man. You guys definitely a strong representation of just having good times, bad times, ups and downs. No matter what, y'all got the unity and the loyalty that definitely stands the test of time. And that's beautiful to see. And like I said, man, we got LightskinKeisha. If you guys don't know, now you know. If you guys want to check her out, make sure you go check out her whole catalog. Don't just check out clones. I mean, I know Brat is a great song, and you know, on my list and everything else, and go and get there is all, and Tommy is all you want to listen to. But look, make sure you go check out her humble beginnings with That's the Bottom Line. Make sure you go check out her arguably best work on Act Up season. And then make like her personal favorite, Talk That Talk. But definitely make sure you check out her complete catalog, and make sure you just continue to support this strong Black female that we got standing in front of us that's doing her thing in hip hop right now. But
yes, thank you.
Like Keisha, like we said, thank you for joining us, man. And then I don't know, you got a gang. Is the gang called Keisha's? Is it like, what's the army?
So I just changed it. We went from honey buns to big bankers.
That works. All right. All about that money. That's all we talking about over here. You know?
Third.
No doubt. Well, thank you for being such a great guest. Thank you for everything you've done. We look forward to seeing what you do in the future. And definitely, if that third album comes out this year, we are definitely going to be ecstatic for that, just like we are for this one, man.
Oh, yes. I'm going to keep you in tune. I appreciate you for taking the time out. You know what I'm saying? Talking to me, getting to know me. And I really appreciate you for listening to my whole entire catalog. That's wrong. So, thank you.
It's real hip hop over here. Man. Like I said, my name is Boom. This is 50, and we out of here. Peace.